Hiya, my name's Isabella Holden and I'm going to talk you through our first film and edit for our interview scene. The interview between Max, James and myself is a key part to our documentary. It was introducing our characters within the documentary and creating and displaying the plot to our project. The interview entails Max and myself inviting James, who plays the skeptic, to our quest to explore the supernatural slash paranormal within Surrey, talking about the locations we're visiting and their histories. We aim to create a reasonably formal interview and research ways to do this. For our first filming for our documentary, we thought we created a sufficient attempt. Regarding angles, we incorporated the 180-degree rule, so it enabled continuity throughout. We covered what we needed to put across to our viewers and to James himself. The camera was also filmed with a steady hand, courtesy of Connor, and everything was created in a high-quality resolution. We managed to finish this process in a short period of time without too many retakes. As we had researched before, to start rolling before the interview has begun and to continue after the interview has finished enabled a more relaxed flow to the interview. We used natural lighting as we thought this way it gave it professionalism towards the interview, and by having the interview indoors, we were not interrupted by any background noise. We filmed on Apple products and also edited on only Apple products. These included the iPhone 6s, the the iPad Pro and a Mac computer. By using products we were all familiar with, filming and editing came with less difficulty than using products we hadn't tried before. However, as this was our first take, we understood we still had a lot to improve on. Although we aimed to present a formal interview style, the introduction to the interview and entering James's house was more casual and laid back, making it clear it wasn't scripted and or retaken for more expert effect. In terms of sartorial choices and makeup and hair, we weren't presenting ourselves as professionally as required. As we were all dressed casually, the formal approach was taken away and therefore we lacked in appearing sharp and qualified. Although we did agree our makeup and hair was reasonably acceptable. At first we were pleased with our choice of natural light, but later on we realised the different angles produced different lighting and the continuity was fading. This meant we had to edit the lighting to make it appear the same in all the takes. There was no set script to how the interview was to pan out, so this led to a quick discussion of possible questions for the interview before any filming took place. This meant that stuttering and pauses occurred and speech wasn't coming across efficiently. Props and setting also appeared to be a downfall, as nothing within the video was relevant towards our documentary, changing the formal atmosphere to an informal one. Realising this, we decided it would be best to be in a different area, potentially at a table, an office, or potentially in a room, or just an empty room. Finally comes the editing. As we were filming separately from two devices to create different angles, we realised only one device captured all the footage and the other one had only captured some of the first takes. So when we came to the editing stage, the cuts were overlapping as we were trying to create a flow of conversation. It became completely muddled and we were all doing the opposite. Unfortunately through this, parts of conversation and response was muted, and during some speech we had been cut off completely from being seen. This meant it was confusing to the audience and not creating a neat stream that we wanted. This is a main aspect we must look into for an improvement, as well as potential use of new equipment such as microphones for better sound quality. To conclude, we have discussed the pros and cons to our interview scene and agreed that we should refilm, working and improving the areas we know let us down. Nevertheless, it was a great experience to practice first and evaluate. Thank you for listening.